Hey guys, welcome to another video. We've had a very good bounce facing rejections from our reclaiming zone. We are failing to reclaim that zone, continuously dumping from there, facing a lot of rejection. Did wick above, but failed to have a close. The body remains below that line. This is very interesting. We did have the Fed meeting. We're going to discuss the details in this video. A lot of action going on in the market, different charts coming out. We also had a huge glitch that is fixed now on Glassnode. That was just showing us very bad realized numbers, but thanks, now it's solved and we are in a good range of about 22,000 on the short-term traders and long-term traders chart. Things are looking very good in right now in the market. Dump or pump or dump, we're gonna find out in this video. So let's get into the details and see what is in for us today. We get into the details. We have a very good bounce, very good structure being built right now on for hourlies. Things are looking very good in that structure. We've had a regular rejection from our downtrend line, and then we finally broke our downtrend line on 30th May at a quick upside for the past several hours. Now on the 1st of June, we had that FUD coming back into the market. We had a quick downside. Now right now we're taking support from our second ciphers of blue color, which is just at $31,625. Things are quite exciting, quite confusing right now in the market, especially for the new retail. You think probably there's a big upside coming in the market, but as much experience I have in this market, Bitcoin takes a very long time to build a bottom. We've had 400 days, we've had 300 days, we've had 200 days. Right now we're at a range of about 160 to 170 days. Now we get into our DXY right now is having that waterfall, but a quick upside came in the market after Fed's Jerome Powell had a meeting with Joe Biden. We are seeing an upside coming right now in it. We ideally wanted to touch into the regions of 100.931, but failed to do so, having quick upside. We can also count this as a lower high being built right now. So we just have to be patient and watch the waterfall. We get into USDT's dominance, which is one of the most key things that I like to watch in this market. Is right now pretty sideways in a range. We are in a lower low situation. We expect USDT to come down, but we need to have BTC accumulation pump in some time frames to be coming there without the bearish divergence, because we have a lot of bearish diversions in high time frames in Bitcoin right now. So just have to be very careful. Don't want to get into a trade and then the bearish divergence comes into play and boom, you're going to be liquidated. So you don't want to have anything like that. If we look into here, it's a very good uptrend right now, but it's just pretty sideways in a range. We ideally want to come into the 5.56% and obviously onto the blue line, which is 5.40%. Just have to wait for that because we saw a quick upside and a quick dump. So we just want to wait. The 4-hourly candle dumped and brought an upside in USDT. Now we get into Bitcoin's dominance. We are at a key range. We're almost there, reaching my first target, which is at about 47%. So we want to get in 47% and then head to 47.94%. That would be very historic. Very interesting to see that happening in the market. Hasn't happened for some time now. If that comes along, will look very good, because we want to have everybody moving from altcoins into Bitcoin, taking out all the USDT, taking out all the fiat and coming into Bitcoin. That is what's gonna pump this market. Next up, get into ETH. ETH did face rejection, had a very good upside, but faced rejection from 18.63. I was thinking we might not even go above, but we did, but we still rejected from 18.47% back into that zone right now, creating a higher low. So looks okay. We would really want to see a quick upside coming here, but for that, ETH's accumulation must happen. We also have a big news that we're going to be having Ropstum mainnet being operating on ETH very soon, so the developers can get in testing and get a feeling of how things are going to be like once we have ETH 2.0 out, which is going to be August. I'm also looking into August because I have this gut feeling that August, November, in that time frame, we might start seeing a big upside coming into BTC, but we just have to wait. It's just something I feel, so I thought I'm going to share it with you guys. Next up, we get into big data, which is at extreme fear today. Yesterday we were at 16, today we are at 17. Not much difference there, just been in the same range. Long and short ratio global data, 50.11% long positions in 24 hours, 51.71% long positions in 1 hour, and 48.29% short positions in 1 hour. 50.93% people are in short positions in 24 hours in long and short ratio block trades, and 91.29% people are in short positions in 1 hour against 8.71% Yet again, we're seeing massive bearish sentiment in block trades. We saw that a few days ago. Then we saw a quick upside come into the market, liquidated all those positions. Funding rate right now is negative for BTC, and ETH is at the idle spot like we discussed. If we see a quick upside, it's going to come into that ranges. Market sentiment is neutral for both of them. Now on to my favorite part, which is Gate.io. Startup blockchain project discount. We're in progress for AQDC. It's a very good SLG blockchain for gamers, gonna be looking very good. Metaverses, game projects, play to earn NFTs, all this is gonna be the future. Then we have joystick token that's gonna be starting in 5 days and 19 hours. Definitely should get into AQDC, looks very good. I'd like to take chances, especially with play to earn games. They always perform really well in startups. Next up, we're going to get newly listed. We're going to be having Radix coming in about 18 hours. Then we have Pitbull coming in about 23 hours. And then obviously AQDC and Joystick in 1 day to 6 days. We are seeing a quick downside right now on Luna. Luna was trading around at the regions of 12, came down to 9. Now it's just been around $6-7. Looks very interesting. New projects starting all over again. There's some issues when it comes to trust from the retail in this project. I'm sure whales will always want to aim into it because Zuokwan has a very big reputation in the market, and because he never scammed people and ran away with all the money when Terra fell, he's still there, he's working out, so people do trust him when it comes to developers and the whales in the market. Retail will definitely have some issues with their trust. Now we had a quick upside. We gave you this coin yesterday, so I do hope that you did make very good profit. So MLK went up about 1000%, looked amazing, had a very quick upside, look, and is still heading upwards. We're not seeing any red candles yet on the 4 hourly, so looks very good. If we move into the chart on TradingView for MLK, obviously you have to click on Gate.io source. You're gonna get the chart. If we open our ruler and start counting exactly how much went up, because a lot of people are later gonna say that I said about 1000%, but it wasn't 1000%, so it's nearly about 1000% there. I think I'm gonna take it any day. Very good upside. Always love upsides like these. This is where all the big money is made. So obviously, if you want to get into Gate.io, click in the link given in the description below. Join Gate.io, use my referral code, Referral ID. That's gonna earn you airdrops, rewards of the amount you are gonna be depositing. So 50 to 40% is gonna be coming back to you in airdrops. So I hope you do enjoy that in a bear market like this. And next up, let's get into the news. So the first news we're gonna share is another chart from Glassnode and with analyst Will Clemente. Long-term holders cost basis is rising as short-term holder cost basis declines. If this persists, the STH crosses below LTH historically has marked the generational Bitcoin buying opportunities. We're getting close. Looks very interesting. We are getting very close to that light blue line. We would want to get into that line. These are the areas where we usually have biggest opportunities to aim into Bitcoin. These are the best places to actually get that buy, and obviously we want this area to come, which is around in the range of 21,000, 18,000, that range that I've been discussing for past several weeks now. Next up, what exactly happened in that meeting? So Biden says Powell has noted Fed has a laser focus on inflation. Biden says he looks forward to Powell's continued leadership. Interesting. Now we get into what Walter had to quote was White House economic advisor DZ says Biden underscored to Powell that he will provide Fed space it needs to tackle inflation. There's a lot of noise whether this inflation gonna last, not last, or we're just gonna dump and have one of the worst recessions of our times. While this is something we really have to keep an eye on, anything is possible. Anything can go wrong when you're trying to have a soft landing. We've never had a really good soft landing in this century, so maybe we might be able to see a soft landing coming. We've had one in the 1900s. Whether in the 2000 eras we are gonna see any soft landing will be very interesting with digital economies, digital e-commerce businesses, and so much that we never had in the 90s. Will the world cope up with that or not? I'm not really sure about that. Let's just have to wait for what's gonna be coming next. So next we're going to be looking into Bitcoin's bullish and bearish chart. We are going to be looking at the daily resistance, which lies at $33,561. Looks very interesting. We have broken from the triangle. It is facing some kind of rejection from there, and obviously $32,000, which is our hourly 4 hourly range to reclaim, and also acting as a resistance. Things are looking very bearish in that terms. We are also having a lot of bearish divergence forming right now in this market, so we just have to be very careful. We don't want to get into any kind of big long positions right now thinking, oh my god, Bitcoin is going to the moon, and then we broke because we got liquidated. So we don't get at any trades like this. Just be very, very patient. I know there haven't been many trades that I've been sharing with you guys for the past several days now, but trust me, I don't want anybody to lose money. So you just have to be very, very careful. If we do come back on the bearish worst case scenario, I will be shorting the markets. If we do break above bearish scenario 1, which is now a resistance, I will be looking into some good long positions. But for now, I'm not really sure if I want to get into this market. Next up, we get into ETH bullish and bearish chart. Looks very, very good. A very beautiful lower high being registered right now on the ETH chart on the daily time frames. We do expect ETH to follow BTC, but it reacted quite slowly yesterday. We saw BTC heading to 32,000 several times. We haven't seen that movement or that sort of movement coming from ETH at all. A lot of altcoins have been dumping, and we are regularly seeing this pattern. So this whole move kind of looks like similar to the move we had here, where we dumped all the way to 2150, and then we had a quick upside all the way to $3,600, and then we had that waterfall. So we might have a pump where we do pump all the way into the regions of somewhere here, and then we have a waterfall. That is very, very likely. History always repeats itself. So that's something I'm keeping my eyes on. We don't want to get into a trade where we feel like anything can go wrong. I have to be that confident to get into a trade and feel like I am in control of this market. Next up, we're going to look into the biggest question mark we've always had. What is Bitcoin's monthly return for June, especially this year? Right now we're negative. May ended on negative. April ended on negative. We only had March with a 5% upside and February with a 12% upside. It's been a very bearish year for now, but will things change in June? June does look like a very good month for us. We'd had 5% negative, 3% negative, 26% was there in 2019. I do hope something like that comes this month. Then we have 14% negative in 2018, 10% in 2017, and 27% in 2016, 15% in 2015, and about 2.2% in 2014, and negative 29% in 2013. So right now the pattern kind of looks like what we had for the past 2 years, but I do expect something different here. Time is only going to tell that. I can just feel and tell you guys how I'm feeling about everything, but well, market is going to decide what market really wants to do, right? So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you liked today's video. If you do, share your thoughts in the comment section, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Gonna be back in here again tomorrow. See you guys.